Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video, I know it's a different setup. I'm in my office, but I really wanted to get this video out. I have been sitting on this for too long. This video is going to be all about the design center appointments that we had with respect to the house that we're building. So if you're interested in watching, just stay tuned. Okay, so this is going to be like two parts. First, I'm going to talk about what the design center appointment is, what we did, what some of the lessons we learned going into it. And then the second part is going to be a vlog of me actually showing y'all, walking through the design center, picking out our options and all that kind of stuff. So what is a design center appointment? Basically, when you're building a house, you kind of get to pick pretty much everything that's in the house. I'm talking like grout color, paint, appliances, floor type, light fixtures, door handles, like everything. I'm literally everything, which is kind of overwhelming because I guess going into it, something that I didn't really realize was that I didn't realize the level of detail that we're responsible for, if that makes sense. I kind of figured we'd pick a couple things and other things that would just be there, I didn't realize that we actually get to pick like where we want the outlets to be. Like, can y'all just figure that out? So anyways, that was kind of one of the things I would say that was like a surprise for me. It's just like the amount of detail that we're responsible for picking. So going into the design center, they give you a package, like an online package that you can go through and kind of see what your options are. And then you can kind of figure out what you want. One thing that we did that I feel like really helped us, me and my husband, we literally spent about 3 nights just going through the package and picking out the options that we felt like we would like. Our style is very like modern. That's also another thing I would say is like you kind of have to figure out your style. Like, I'm sure if you're building your house, you kind of already know like what your style is, but knowing what your style is, it literally makes the process of elimination a lot easier because some things just look very like, traditional, or they look very like, I don't know what the other styles are, like Mediterranean, like all those kind of styles. So those automatically kind of like, are eliminated and you kind of focus on the options that fit your specific style. So before we went to the design center, we definitely did our homework. As the designer, she was like, y'all really did y'all's homework because this is going really well. So our design center appointments, I will say, went very smoothly. Each appointment was 3 hours long, and I believe every single one we had 3 of them, and 2 of them we definitely took the full 3 hours. We did like finish early, but we started doing things that we were supposed to do the next appointment. So the last appointment, I would say, only lasted about an hour because we were kind of just wrapping things up. The second thing you need to do as far as homework is budget. Figure out what your budget is. I will say our initial budget was based off of what we were seeing through the catalog and what we felt like was reasonable. But I will say that what we got through the catalog and like their online, platform, it wasn't reflective of our specific floor plan in terms of all the additions that we added during the structural changes. For example, in the kitchen, we got an extended kitchen. So the price options we were seeing online weren't for our extended kitchen, it was for a regular kitchen. So if you have like an extra room, when you look at prices for like all the flooring, it might not add that, if you get what I mean. So just kind of keep that in mind. So when we went to the design appointment and we saw what the real prices were, we definitely had to adjust our budget, and we increased our budget just a little bit, and then ultimately we ended up staying under our budget. First day was focused on like floors, cabinets. I have my notes here. Paint, trim, the backsplash that we wanted in the kitchen, all the tile options, cooktop, and also the appliances. So it was a full day. The second appointment, we focused on things like the kitchen and if we wanted to add any like cool additions to the kitchen, which I ended up adding some really neat things, which I'm excited to share. Also talked about like all the plumbing stuff, like so in the bathroom, like what kind of faucets do you want? Oh yeah, things like door handles, if you want to like cabinet pulls, so stuff like that we did on the second day. And then the third day was pretty simple. We actually got to pick like the grout color, like things so specific. Like we literally, I don't know, I guess maybe because I'm just new to this, but picking things like grout color for every single place you have tile, I was just like, this is ridiculous. So anyways, we had that exercise, we went through all that, picked out that, and then we also decided we wanted to have an accent wall in the girls' room, so we picked that paint color. And then yeah, third day was basically just going through everything that we had picked the past, you know, 2 appointments, and making sure we didn't want to add anything or take anything. We ended up taking some stuff out because it just didn't really make sense to spend like extra money on little things that kind of add up. So for example, things like your cabinet, right? Not your cabinet, things like your countertop. If you want, depending on what style you want for the edges of the countertop, it can cost extra. If you want the square corners, I should say, of your countertop, that was like an extra like $500. And so we had that for, I think we have a butler pantry that has like a countertop, and so we had the square, or one of the added options for the corners, and we're like, why do we need to spend extra $500? Okay, so we ended up taking that out. What else did we take out? There were just some other little things that weren't really like necessary at the end of the day, that like it was kind of nice to have as we were going through the exercise, but when looking back at the whole picture, we're like, yeah, we don't really need like that extra $400 corner, you know. So those things like that, those things added up to, I would say, maybe like 3,000, 4,000 or whatever, that we ended up taking out of our of our selections. And literally, y'all, this is the package. This is the packet of all of the things that we picked. Like, it's super thick. So I'm just gonna go through it. We have appliances, just to make sure I didn't forget any of the details. So the kind of tile you want in the bathroom, like I said, the grout color, carpet if you want carpet, walls, what's this, the wall ceiling, the paint for the wall and the ceiling. I think that was for the media room. Like I said, the faucets, shower head, mirror frames, bathroom shower trim, the type of sinks that you want, window coverings. What else is in here? All the appliances, hardware, countertops. So yeah, I will say it can be very overwhelming. I'm not even gonna lie, going into these appointments, especially because they're so long. But and what we ended up doing, because of like scheduling and stuff, we had to do all of them in a week. Yeah, we had those 3 design appointments in a week. Each of them was about 3 hours long. The last one ended up being about an hour. So yeah, and then that same week we had what they call like the high voltage appointment. It's like the media center appointments. You also get to pick your like surround sound and smart home things, but I'll talk about that in another video because I don't want this video to be too long. We also had another meeting called the low voltage meeting, where you get to pick literally like where you want all the outlets, where you want extra lights. But again, I'll talk about that in a separate video. This video, I just want to be focused on the design center, because yeah, that is a lot on its own. So I think that's pretty much it as far as what I wanted to say before going into the vlog. So let's go ahead and jump right into the vlog.
What money is, that's another couple 100 hours to really get a grasp of that.
I brought, Tolani told me that he asked. Contessa Oro polish. And so we would want this in all.
It is a porous stone.
So we'll need to seal it.
It comes sealed for you.
Okay.
But we recommend that you seal it on a yearly basis.
Okay.
Now, if you don't. Got quiet in here after.
We just got out of our design appointment. First one. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't that bad, but we're exhausted. All right, so we are heading to day 2 of the design center. First day went pretty well, so we're super excited about today. Hopefully today should go a little bit smoother. We're not picking like the major stuff.
It's back too, so.
Awesome. Actually, I do like the basic like cabinet color with the floor. Like it actually goes.
Now we do have a little built-in soap dispenser if you want it,
Okay,
but I do only have this style.
got it. What do you think, Tom?
No. If it doesn't come with it,
It's not
then
a super
yeah.
modern style either.
All right. So this is our last design center appointment. Today we are going to just be finalizing all the decisions that we made throughout this week. Yesterday we did like a little exercise where we just kind of went through all of the stuff. We went through this whole list right here of all of the things that we picked and decided what we wanted, like, for sure to keep, what we can kind of get rid of. And ultimately I think we cut about $7,000 off of everything, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's what today's appointment is, just to finalize all the decisions we've made. It's supposed to be 3 hours, but I'm hoping it could be a lot shorter than that. But yeah, follow along.
So these are our two whites. Now I do have this frost color, which that's actually blending better because it is slightly.
Oh yeah, it does blend better.
Yeah,
I think
I would say cabinet colors for the kitchen, like lowers.
in the butlers
And the
will match
yeah.
better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. We are done. Just wrapped up. We're officially done. We have one more meeting, but that's with the builder. And so yeah, we're done. How does it feel?
It feels like at least we can stop driving out to this
Right?
place.
Yeah, we've been driving pretty far. But yeah, we're excited. Just one step closer to having this house done. But like a year left. All right, guys, so that pretty much sums up this video. Let me know if you want me to actually go into what we actually picked, as far as the details around that. I'm kind of torn between talking about it now versus talking about it when you can actually see it, when the house is built, or I guess I can do it both ways. But let me know what you want to see. And as always, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Like and comment. It really helps with the whole YouTube algorithm and also motivates me to create more of these videos, especially if you want to see part 2, which will be coming up soon. I'm going to be talking about some more updates, like the high voltage media center appointment, as well as the low voltage meeting as well. I'm just gonna keep updating y'all on this whole journey. It's gonna be a long, I'm just gonna let y'all know it's gonna be a long journey. It's looking like a year at this point, so yeah. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.